What if capitalism isn't just an economic system, but a narrative told to us? And that narrative is about to crack. Okay, so today's video is a bit on political side and also a bit like making you guys think more critically. I hope you guys enjoyed. So in my design narratives class today, we have been thinking about how narratives shapes reality, like the importance of narrative. Like the class itself is called design narratives. So design doesn't just create products. I hope you guys know that. It creates like world realities and it enforces the stories like about how life should work and what are the values, what are the system, the way we look or the way we perceive values, all that stuff. And capitalism might be one of the most powerful story of our time. Okay, I'm not saying that designers are the only people who created the capitalism story. Obviously, it's a whole societal construct. It's a whole cultural narrative, if you think about it. But in design narrative, we study all these stuff because as a designer, it's important to understand the narratives we live in, the culture we live in, and how the culture itself shapes the reality, and the designers also shape the reality. Okay, so if capitalism is just one specific narrative about growth, profit, ownership, and even competition, and if we constantly criticize it, why aren't we seriously building a different narrative or a story or even an economic system? Just to be straightforward here, just think about it. There are other narratives today which already exist, like Blue Rivers. It's a idea by very famous anthropologist named as Escobar, and also like cooperative economies or regenerative economies, and there's also this idea known as solar punk. There are many ideas which already exist, but I have this question: if we have all these ideas, then why do they feel so marginal? Why do we imagine apocalypse more easily than we can imagine alternative economies? Think about it. It's so easy for us to imagine the end of the world, but not the end of capitalism. And it's a famous line said by Frederick. So maybe because capitalism is convenient for us, it gives us comfort, right? The convenience, the supermarket, and all the speed and efficiency, maybe we don't actually want to leave this narrative. We just want to hurt a bit less. It should be a bit softer if you think about it. But as a designer, if narrative shapes reality, isn't it our responsibility to imagine better one or create new ones? Not to destroy the current system we are actually living in right now, but to prototype different futures. It's a part of systems thinking if you think about. So I genuinely wonder, what would a better narrative would look like? If capitalism is one story, what's the next one? And if we are brave enough to write it. Think about it. And I genuinely want to hear your thoughts about what do you guys imagine as a post-capitalistic world? Because today in our class, we were also had this reading where there's this author, her name is Angela, I don't remember the full name. She's a design historian and all. And she talks about how important it is to imagine the post-capitalistic world in order to actually make new reality. She talks about the importance of imagination. So I really want to see, what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think is the world which is post-capitalistic? Thank you.